Nyawira, a young archaeologist, driven by the laws of her parents, spent her days searching for forgotten histories. One day, deep in Samburu Hills, she discovers a glowing black stone buried in a crumbling shrine. The moment she touches it, the world feels wrong. The trees sway without wind. A bird breezes mid flight. A strange warmth rushes through her body, and she hears a whisper: "The past is not yours to change." That night, she dreams of her great grandfather, Kimathi, a brave freedom fighter. She sees him betrayed and dragged away by soldiers as he shouts, "I trusted you." When she wakes up, her pillow is wet with tears. Determined to understand the stone, Nyawira experiments with it. She touches it, and it suddenly finds herself standing in 1957 in a thick of Kenya's fight for independence. People run through the streets, soldiers shout orders, and Nyawira feels the heat of rebellion. She sees Kimathi again, hiding important documents in the roots of a tree. Before she can call out to him, she's pulled back to the present. But something's changed, as a school near her home now bears names she doesn't recognize. A statue in the city square is missing. Every time she uses the stone, the present shifts. Nyawira realizes she isn't just visiting the past, she's changing it. One evening, Nyawira is confronted by a mysterious man named Jomo. He knows about the stone. "You don't understand what you found," he says, his voice sharp and pleading. "It's not a gift, it's a curse." Jomo reveals that the stone is part of an ancient set of three, created by a lost civilization to control time. Together, they form the loom of time, a device capable of rewriting all history. But the more the stones are used, the weaker the threads of reality become. Nyawira scoffs, but Jomo warns her: "If you keep pulling on these threads, the entire weave will break." Ignoring Jomo, Nyawira uses the stone again to return to 1957. This time, she follows Kimathi to a secret meeting of independence leaders. She watches in horror as a man she recognizes, Jomo but younger, hands over their location to the colonial soldiers. Before the soldiers can storm in, Nyawira shouts a warning. Kimathi and the others escape, but the betrayal sets a chain of events in motion. Nyawira returns to the present, only to find Nairobi in chaos. Skyscrapers flicker in and out of existence. Roads twist into strange shapes. Jomo reappears, furious. "You've torn the weave," he shouts. The past is fighting back, trying to correct itself. Nyawira discovers a map hidden in the stone, leading her to Lake Victoria. Deep within its floor lies the loom of time, a massive ancient machine glowing with threads of light. Here, Jomo reveals the full truth. The keepers, the group he once led, have been using the stone to control history. They erased entire rebellions, silenced leaders, and shaped the world to serve their power. Jomo tries to take the stone from Nyawira, but she activates the loom instead. It shows her all of history, glowing threads stretching across time. She sees her great-grandfather's bravery, her parents' death in a planned car crash, and even herself finding the stone. The loom begins to unravel, its threads fraying and sparking. Jomo screams, begging Nyawira to stop. But she refuses. She realizes the only way to fix the damage is to destroy the stones, even if it means losing the chance to save Kimathi. As the loom collapses, Nyawira whispers, "You will be remembered," and let the stones disintegrate. A bright light engulfs the cave. Nyawira wakes up in her lab. The stones are gone. At first, the world feels normal. But as she walks through Nairobi, she notices a street named after Kimathi. A statue in the city square tells the story of his bravery. Then a man approaches her. He has kind eyes and says, "Thank you, Nyawira. The threads are safe now." She doesn't know him, but something about his voice is feeling familiar. Time is a fragile thing. Every choice is a thread holding the fabric of the world together. But when one thread is pulled, the entire weave can unravel. Time is not ours to control, it is ours to honor, to protect, and to remember.